A fun way to think about drawing is to think about trying to shift from our dominant left brain to the right brain, from sort of this side that sort of pushes in symbols and quick answers to the side that's really more observant. And I shared sort of an example of how that affects us when we draw the face. So when we draw the face, our left side jumps in, even though it's not really good at the task, and gives us just this collection of symbols that it feels um, um, the collection is correct, but really does not sort of uh, convey a face accurately. So research has shown a great way to kind of get the left brain to sort of step back and for the right brain to step forward is a technique called upside down drawing. So for that technique, what you would do is you would take an image. So here's an image of a face I drew, and you would draw it upside down. And it's really interesting why that sort of throws the left brain off. And what happens is it's just simply that left or upside down things are difficult to process visually. In fact, in the world of graphic design, oftentimes you can design a poster with lettering. So let's just do our school name, Amador. So here I printed Amador across my poster. And still in poster design, you can do some fun graphic things, and you can even make your lettering go sideways. People could still kind of glance at that and read it. It's pretty interesting though, is upside down is just too difficult. Even knowing that it's the word Amador, upside down is a really hard flip for our brain to do. So what happens is by taking something that's familiar, like a face, and something that our left brain might really want to jump in and draw with a collection of symbols, if I turn it upside down, suddenly that challenge to processing just makes it a little more difficult for the left side to give me symbols, and it will sort of shove this task over to the right side, and that's really what I want to happen. So I'm going to start this upside down drawing of a face and demonstrate how this technique would at least start. So here's my handout, and let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. There we go. And now I've got my sheet of paper. So here's my sheet of paper. Here's my handout. So I'm going to draw this face upside down. And the important thing to understand is the paper's upside down, so my drawing's upside down. I'm not somehow going to flip it um, while I'm drawing it. You can imagine, as I was just saying, that would be a really hard task. So what I mean is, right here is this curl in the lower left corner. So in my drawing lower left corner, I'm going to try to draw it. And then echoing off of it seems to be almost like this triangle, shark fin. And then off of that is this line. Another line. And I'm just trying to copy the angles and curves and relationships of these lines as best as I can. And so I would continue on and on. And again, just to help us see this is that here's my upside down picture, and I have this curving line, and so I tried to draw it here. And I have this triangle, so I tried to draw it here. This is a fantastic drawing exercise. You will find that your drawings kind of stretch like almost rubber bands because when we hyper focus on the lines like we're doing, it's kind of hard to control the size of things. So your drawing may look a little stretched or funny, but as far as a drawing exercise, it's fantastic. And it really does help our brain shift from our left dominant side in symbols to really observing curves, the relationships. Is this close to this? The connections. And that's a secret to drawing.